Today is August 4th, 2009. This is Homie 3 with a smiley face on the end. Today just happens to be Barack H. Obama's 47th birthday. Wow, wouldn't it be nice if he released his long-form birth certificate to the courts of law and to the American public? But just because he does that doesn't resolve the issue. Because the law of the Constitution states you must be a natural-born citizen. And we'll get to that in a few minutes. This cap I'm wearing represents the Philadelphia Eagles football team of the National Football League for the city of Philadelphia in the state of Pennsylvania. It's the only thing I have that can represent that city. It is known as the city of brotherly love, as well as the birthplace of our country, where the Constitution of the United States of America was formatted and ratified at Independence Hall. It is also the city where Betsy Ross sat down and manufactured and sewn the first American flag. Both those buildings are still in existence there. Now, what has that got to do with the Constitution? Well, the Constitution states that you have to be a natural-born citizen to be President of the United States of America. Even Vice President and anyone in line that needs to become President, if they're removed by assassination, impeachment, or resign, and other things, which the Constitution goes over. Well, just because Barack Obama may have been born in Hawaii doesn't make him natural born. Because here's why. His father was born in Kenya, Africa, and was considered at the time a British subject because it was ruled by Britain, or Great Britain, or United Kingdom. And when he was in the United States and fathered Barack Jr., he was not a United States citizen. So right then and there, he is not a natural-born citizen. Why? Because in 1790, First Congress, Session 2 of this country, put into act the Naturalization Act that stated what a natural-born citizen is. That you needed two parents being United States citizens. They could be naturalized, but as long as they're United States citizens. So Barack Obama's father was not a United States citizen. And because of this situation, it opened up a big can of worms on his life, where Dr. Orley Tates Esquire entered a lawsuit in a court of law in California on January 20th, asking for not only his birth certificate, but his medical records, his travel records, passport records, everything that you can imagine, his school records. And it should show that he's an illegal alien as well. It's very possible. Now, this is a reality, ladies and gentlemen. He's a usurper president. He must be removed. So what does Congress have to do? Congress and the senators must get together, have a special session to remove him from office and any of his appointees, and the person next in line should take his place as president. One that he didn't appoint, and one that is a natural-born citizen. And then hold a special election right away and give the public at least a couple of weeks to go to the polls and vote for either John McCain or Hillary Rodham Clinton. That's reality. That's what needs to be done. You know, everybody in this country needs their long-form birth certificate or has it in their possession, somewhere in their house or in safe deposit boxes. I can tell you this much. I have my original birth certificate that I traveled to Nassau, Bahamas in the year 2003. And here it is. I got laughed at by the immigration officer. He honored it, but he said the next time I should have a brand new one. And I should get one. Well, when I returned, I mailed away with the money to the city of New York for that, and this is what I got. A certification of birth, which only shows a few things. My name, my mother's name, my father's name, sex being male. We'll get into that in a couple of minutes. And the borough that I was born in, along with the day I was born and the day it was filed, and the date of issuance of this certificate. It has the certificate number of the original birth certificate, plus the seal of the city of New York, and a couple of other things. Because I knew I needed the long form birth certificate, I mailed some more money and a letter stating I would like to have it, and this is what I got. My long form, where it gives a lot more information. It gives sex, boy. It also states the time that I was born on a certain day, where the hospital is, in what borough, and the address. It also gives the ages of my parents and their race being white, because nowadays it would be considered Caucasian. It also gives how many previous births of my mother, as well as the occupation of my father. And of course the seal of the city of New York. But the most important thing is that about the certification of living birth. His father, it states, race African. If I was born in Africa, what color am I? That shows that it's a fake and a forgery. Because back then, in any state of our country, it would have stated black or Negro. And if I was white, not Caucasian. Nowadays we say African American. Well, Don, if I was born in Africa, what color am I? Something has to be done about that comment. And other comments about other races on this planet, or in our country. It's a reality. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say quite a few other things, which I'll do in a couple of other videos. And at this point, I will make one little comment about Glenn Beck of Fox and what he stated. What? Are you going to remove him from office? You can't do that? Yes, we can. We impeached the president. We had a president resign. We can remove a president who is not legal to hold that office. And Senator Harry Reid yesterday stated this phony issue of his birth certificate shouldn't deserve a minute of time in the Senate House. Well, he brought it up. It does deserve time, ladies and gentlemen, because if it isn't taken care of real fast, it brings nothing but catastrophic disaster to this country. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. I'll say goodbye right now. Come back and listen to a few other videos that I have to place concerning this and comments I need to make. And at this point, God bless, even to those that don't believe in God. Take care.